So like I've been saying for a while, man, the Kansas City Chiefs on a three-peat just seems inevitable at this point. And I say this because, the reason why I say this is because, look, man, health is on our side right now. I know how crazy that sounds. Y'all probably like, bro, what? Health is on our side. Rashee Rice is injured. Nah, man, that's true, but that's one guy. That's one guy. Hollywood Brown is back. Isaiah Pacheco is back. You know, like, the defense is looking healthy again. Jalen Watson might come back. Health is on our side. The offense is looking better. Rest is on our side. We're automatically in the second round. Zay Flowers is out against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Zay Flowers being out is not the news that you want if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, because that makes the playoff path even harder, man. But the Ravens, they might be able to still find a way against the Steelers. But the Buffalo Bills, we got to get them out of there. And the Bills and the Ravens have to be eliminated. Those guys have to lose, whether it's to us or to anybody else. They're going to have to lose. But this Chiefs team is actually looking like the best team in the AFC, because we are the best team in the AFC. But the fact that we're healthy and the offense is looking this great, that is something scary. I'm telling y'all, man. That is something scary. Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown will be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. And that's something y'all should all believe, because it's the truth. Xavier Worthy, what he's kind of reminding me of right now is Rashee Rice. You know, like, obviously the play styles is totally different. So I don't mean he reminds me of Rashee Rice, like, in the play style. But when I say he reminds me of Rashee Rice, I mean, like, last year, you know, Rashee Rice, he started off pretty, you know, slow. And then after the midseason, he started doing very, very well. So that's what Xavier Worthy has kind of reminded me of. I mean, he's been on an absolute tear, you know. If we look at Xavier Worthy's stats, let's actually look at Xavier Worthy's stats right now while we at it. Let's see what we're looking like right now. So, Xavier Worthy, hold on, give me a second. Let me just go pull up his stats. Xavier Worthy in the second half of the season, right? We're gonna just talk about the games that he's been having. So, could we consider the second? It all started against the Bills. I'm not gonna be sitting here naming everything he's done in every game, but you know what I'm about to say. He basically was putting up a bunch of 50-yard games, had some 60s, some 70s, and some 80s in there. So I get the point. Xavier Worthy, he's looked very, very good and promising after, you know, the game against the Buffalo Bills. And the Kansas City Chiefs, man, in the beginning of the season, we were looking vulnerable. We were looking a little scary. I mean, I can understand why fans was nervous of how we was playing. You know, a lot of interceptions, a lot of turnovers, and barely winning, barely beating bad teams. But now the Kansas City Chiefs, they look deadly heading into the playoffs, man. And Patrick Mahomes, he suddenly looks like the Patrick Mahomes we all know again. Then you look at the Chiefs offense in general. They look like the Chiefs offense that we know again, and the Chiefs look like the Chiefs that we know again, you know. So everything is obviously falling into play right before the playoffs. And that's honestly the scariest thing about this, is that right before the playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs are looking how they're supposed to be looking on the regular, you know. Patrick Mahomes has had his best game of the season against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is a very tough defense, especially against the Texans defense as well. That's very tough. So Patrick Mahomes is already shifting into that gear for the playoffs, man. He's already shifting into that gear for the playoffs, definitely. But honestly, man, I just can't wait to see how we look in the playoffs. But Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy, they're definitely going to be big parts on why the Chiefs win it all, man. Like, they're going to be huge parts. When I tell y'all huge parts, they're going to be huge pieces to the puzzle, because, bro, these guys are going to be very, very tough to worry about on the deep ball. Like, you're going to have to worry about these guys. You're going to have to account for them in the deep ball. You're going to have to be on the lookout for these guys. So this little tandem right here is definitely something to worry about. And then when you look at DeAndre Hopkins and then Travis Kelce, you know, you're going to have to still account for them in the medium passing game. Then we got the run game. Then you got the defense that's going to be shutting down a lot of things. So the Chiefs control their own destiny right now. That's really what it's come down to. the Kansas City Chiefs control their own destiny. It's up to them if they want to really three-peat. You know, as long as we don't beat ourselves and we go out there and we take advantage of the situation that we're in, and how this offense and this defense and this whole team is looking right now, how healthy they are, then the Kansas City Chiefs will three-peat. They will make the Super Bowl. They will do what they have to do. And I'm pretty sure they know that. You know, they know that this is their chance. They know that they have a big chance of winning a Super Bowl. And I just can't wait to see what this Kansas City Chiefs team does, man. Like, it's going to be very, very fun to watch, you know. And the playoffs is actually on Saturday, so soon we're going to at least get to see, like, you know, some of the teams, or like maybe like a possible divisional matchup, so we could definitely like cover how them teams looked and stuff like that, because the content is obviously getting a little hard for me to make videos right now. I mean, gotta remember, I'm a Chiefs channel, and the Chiefs don't play till next week, and then, you know, it's nothing to talk about. But I'm finding ways to still make this content for y'all. You know, that's how dedicated I am to getting y'all these videos. I mean, somebody in my comments told me, drop them videos every day, man. Even if it's nothing to talk about, you feel like you have nothing to talk about, drop those videos every day. So I'm listening to him, man. I'm dropping them videos every single day. Now, it's just that it probably sounds a little repetitive because I have nothing to really talk about that much. But once the playoffs comes and we know who we're going against and stuff like that, it's going to get obviously better. Obviously, this is going to be a big month, because by the time January's over, the Chiefs should be in the Super Bowl. So it's going to be a lot of content on the way. It's going to be a lot of, you know, nervousness this month as well, because we haven't been in the playoffs in a year, obviously, because it's January. We haven't been in the playoffs since last January. So obviously all the nervous feelings and the jitters, we wasn't really feeling that, because us Chiefs fans, we're not really scared of the regular season. So we wasn't really feeling that. But now it's back to them win or go home games. So now it's going to be time for us to get back into that nervous mode and them jittery feelings, especially the Chiefs in the playoffs. You know, we want to make it dramatic, go down 10 in the Super Bowl and still win and stuff like that. But the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe in them again this year. It's going to be another three-peat. Now, after this year, it's going to get a little hard, because then we're going to have to talk about a possible four-peat. And, yeah, that's a little, I don't know. Like, that's something else in its own. But right now, we're focused on the three-peat right here. Like I said, Worthy, Hollywood Brown, them dudes going to be hard to stop. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, DeAndre Hopkins, Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. Team is healthy. Team is stacked. Team is looking great with a bunch of guys that should be able to contribute well for the Kansas City Chiefs. Defense, they're going to look great. Everything's going to come into play. Andy Reid, Spags are going to be working at an all-time high. The Chiefs, they got this, man. They're going to do it again. It's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.